Hello everybody and welcome back to more political chatter. In this video we will be talking about the poly market in 2024, which is basically the betting odds. People putting money where their mouth is. People are quite literally betting on this site about their predictions, in this case for the 2024 election. Now this poly market, this site has many different scenarios, many political. We see that will Biden drop out of the presidential race? 19% are betting yes. Will Biden win the popular vote? 57% bet yes. So this is a interesting indicator to see where people think things stand for the 2024 election, because as I said, this is people putting money where their mouths are. So, in case you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel before we get started. If you enjoy, consider becoming a member, but definitely make sure to comment, drop a like, and all that. So with that being said, let's get into this video. Now this is the market for the 2024 presidential election. These are people's predictions about the 2024 presidential election. Now these two things contradict each other. I don't know what to make of this at all, because in the overall, who will win the presidency? Just a simple question. People betting on Trump, Biden, RFK Jr., or whoever else they want. Now, this, again, is not people saying who they support, but, many people will bet on who they support just to make a statement. But this is, who do you think will win the presidency? This is why it's a betting market, not just a poll. People predict stuff in order to make money, in order to make a gain on their investment. In a way. I mean, it's gambling, don't get me wrong. So, in this simple question, no map included, who will win the presidency? 54% of bettors say, yes, Donald Trump will win the presidency. 38% of these people say that Biden will win the presidency. 2% say RFK Jr. will, and then there's many others who are at like 1% and less than 1%, but they aren't actually running. So, that's how things stand, and that doesn't surprise me at all. I think that the common consensus, I disagree with this, but I think that the common consensus right now is that Donald Trump will win the presidency just because of the vibe, in this country. Biden is very unpopular. Many people hear on the media constantly about how unpopular Biden is, and I just feel like people, even if they aren't going to vote for Trump, even if they aren't fully on board with Trump, I feel that even those types of people will think that Donald Trump is definitely favored to win just because of the economy in the past few years, as well as Biden's age and just the mood of the country. So that doesn't surprise me at all. But when you look at the map, so this is people betting on individual states. This is state by state people saying, people betting on the question, who will win Georgia? Who will win Arizona? And you see here that this is a Biden win. The map is a Biden win, while Trump overwhelmingly wins the overall question of who will win the presidency. In this poly market map, you see that Joe Biden is predicted to win Wisconsin. 54 to 46%. 54% of people say that Biden will win Wisconsin. 54% of people say that Biden will win in Michigan, the same as Wisconsin. You see that just 51% of people say that Biden will win Pennsylvania. That's just a 2-point, I don't want to say lead, because it's not like people are predicting Biden wins 51% of the vote. But 51% of these bettors are saying that Biden will win Pennsylvania. And you see that, and also Nebraska 2nd, by the way, it doesn't show Nebraska 2nd Congressional District or Maine 2nd Congressional District. But you do see that Biden is given Nebraska 2nd when you actually pull up that individual bet. You see that Biden is overwhelmingly favored to win there. So, with that, also, Georgia, Trump is predicted to win 65%. Arizona, 61% for Trump. And Nevada, 63%. So you see that all of these three go Republican. But Biden wins with 270 electoral votes. Donald Trump, 268. Biden wins by 2 electoral votes over Donald Trump. You need at least 270 to win. Joe Biden gets 270. So what you see here in this very interesting poly market makeup is that in the simple question, who will win the presidency? The bet that's going to be most popular, right, among people who are betting on this, because you know someone like me who's really into politics and does these analyses, I would do the state by state, right, because I'm more confident in the state by state, and I know where things stand state by state. Well, I think that this would be more popular. More people would just answer, or more people would just bet on the simple question of who will win the presidency, because they have more confidence in that, and they don't really know. They are not educated enough in the state by state basis to make a bet on that, to bet their own money on that, and that's also why I think that, as I was saying, people who just think that they feel the vibe of the country are going to answer Trump in this poll. But when you look in on it, when you look deeper, Donald Trump is not favored to win when you do state by state. He is not. In my last election prediction, I had Wisconsin going to Trump, but Arizona going to Biden, and that would give Biden the win. So, people might bet on this thinking, oh yeah, of course Trump will win the presidency, but they are not even considering the Electoral College. They are not even considering the fact that the popular, they're thinking of the popular vote, probably, but they are not considering that the Electoral College is what matters in presidential elections, and it does go state by state. You need to look state by state to make a bet in the overall question of who will win the presidency. So again, when you go state by state in this poly market, Biden actually wins. Now, this is my prediction. I think that Wisconsin goes red, but Biden does carry Arizona once again. That puts Biden at 271, Trump at 267, a slight increase in the margin for Biden. He now wins by 4 electoral votes. Now, I don't know how correct poly market was in 2020, so I'm not saying that we should really take this for granted, because it's not like this is a poll in any way. A lot of people are going to be betting on what they think is right, not on who they think will win the election, not who they want to win the election. Many people will bet on who they want to win the election just to make a statement, as I was talking about earlier. But most people, I feel, will actually bet on who they really think will win the presidency. So that being said, it's not, we don't look at the results and say, oh yeah, Trump is going to get 54% of the vote. No, obviously not. However, it is always good to see what the mood of the country is. What people think the mood of the country is. Sorry, not what the mood of the country is, but what people think other people are thinking. That is always important, and it does in many ways reflect the mood of the country, because that's what they believe is the mood of the country, if that all makes sense. So, always important to look at poly market. There have been instances where poly market does get it right a lot of the time. I'm sure they did predict a Biden victory in 2020, because that really was the common consensus. Very few people predicted a Trump victory in 2020, and it did not happen. Joe Biden did win the presidency. So I'll keep you all updated on this poly market, because again, it is always very important to look at this. But this is my current map, and this is poly market's current map. So again, poly market map and overall question conflict each other. Overall question says Trump will win, and by a lot, by 16%. And map shows a Biden victory, actually, which is really interesting to see. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like, leave a comment. Tips are greatly appreciated. YouTube tips, the super chats, or whatever they're called, as well as becoming a member. That helps out with continuing my channel and everything, making it better, and you get exclusive perks. So thank you all for watching this video again, and I will see you all next time.